What is your motivation to help Ukraine?
Because I can.
Have you ever been to Ukraine?
No,
Have you ever know someone from Ukraine?
no.
Є уряди, є бізнес-інтереси, є прості люди. Давайте так. Люди ходять до людей.
Shevchenko!
I am Pär Johansson. I work as a paramedic here in Sweden. And also I'm the chairman of the foundation Blåljus in Samverkan. It's a foundation we started in 2018. And in the statute says for the foundation is to assist people in law enforcement, firefighters and ambulance. The closeness, I think the war affected Sweden really, and as for me very much. The closest I see to Europe, it's made me. I think everyone in Sweden thinks it's okay. We give a lot of money to Africa and so on, but this was so close for us.
My name is Micke, and I'm a musician, artist kind of thing. For you Ukrainian people, I played a little bit in a band called Roxette. But before Roxette existed in Sweden, there was a band called Gyllene Tider. And Pär, who is the singer in Roxette, he was in Gyllene Tider first. And now Daniel wants to take his place. And I've been doing this for all my life, playing music and entertaining and everything. But then, so on the last tour, my father and my brother and my sister are all in the Blue Light family, where Pär comes from, and my daughter and her husband and my cousin and I got a lot of blue family people. And I was in the fire when I was young, but I don't know, you climbed ladders and so I quit that. Anyway, so on the last tour with Gyllene Tider, we invited people from the Blue Light family to say thank you for your work, because we don't do that in Sweden. They do it a lot in the USA, and say thank you for doing your work for us. Yeah, so we invited them, and then I got in touch with Pär because we needed to get the message out to the firemen and the policemen and everything. So I saw the web page or the Facebook page it was. I called him and told him, we got this idea, can you help us? And then we did it, and it was very appreciated, and it was a fantastic thing to do for us as well. And afterwards he asked me to be in the board of Blåljus i Samverkan, and I said, okay. So that was half a year before the war started. So as fast as when he started the fundraising, he asked me if I wanted to go to Ukraine, and I said, of course. So, yeah, and here I am talking to you.
I sat on the restaurant with my wife and some friends, and I got a call from a colleague, and he asked me about, it was the Sunday after the war. And he thought that we should go down to the Polish-Ukrainian border and help all the refugees coming in, and with medical attention. And, but I was thinking maybe we can do some more. So I took contact with the members of the board and talked about my idea about fundraising for Ukraine. And the day after we began, and the first week it was crazy. We got money, it was a lot of money and a lot of equipment. We have companies calling us and wanting to give. So the first was fantastic. So it took, I think, 12 days before we could go down. Dr. Okas, he's from Lithuania, and we talked about it, and he knew about my fundraising, and he had the contact with the organization Blue Yellow of Ukraine. And we made a contact with Jonas Öhman. Jonas Öhman is the one who started that organization. They began already in 2014 with the aid for Ukraine. And they had all the contacts, so we had a direct corridor down to the Ukrainian armed forces.
I believe that it's very important what Pär and his team are doing to show solidarity from Swedish people, from the people all across our region of Europe, to Ukrainian on their fight to Russian aggression. In Przemyśl, I helped a Lithuanian foundation called Blue Yellow, run by the Swedish guy Jonas Öhman, to arrange the logistic point for the support they have collected from the Lithuania and the Baltic states. I also have been there at the main railway station as a translator and a volunteer to support the refugees coming from Ukrainian side on this first day of March.
Перше Blue допомагав, та й далі допомагаю. І Нікодем в якийсь момент каже, слухай, їдуть хлопці з Швеції, з швидкими. Одна швидка була, мабуть, для Львівського регіону. Давай, може, долучися, щось поможеш. Окей. Зустріли, помогли, знайшли людей, які змогли їм перетнути кордон. Ми перегнали їх. Я з свого боку в Україні вже забезпечив акти прийому передачі, митниці. Ну, в нас тим так трошки воно плаває, відповідальність. Тобто ви давайте машину, ми поїхали, а ви там будемо з частинами розбиратися. А тут то частина на бойовому виході, то командира нема, то підпису нема, то печатка десь в Києві і тому подібні речі. Відповідно, тут така монотонна робота менеджера, так? Ти віддзвонюєш, ти просиш. Ну, але я так розумію, що пару чи Blue не принципово, їм треба прозвітуватися про кошти. Напевно, є якісь з них урядові звітності. Ну, то фінанси, це як то ресурси, які треба зрозуміти, куди вони пішли, як вони пішли, і це підтвердити паперами. І я собі, як то не скажу, що знайшов свою таку нішу між документами і така моя волонтерська діяльність.
We got pictures, we have a lot of pictures from the front line, and we have some hospitals. We have one ambulance is in Rivne, we have one ambulance is in a military hospital in Lviv, also in an ordinary hospital in Lviv, and then also a lot of them out in the front line. And a lot of them, they paint them green.
I think it's for us Swedes, it's the first time something happens so close to us that, I mean, we can really be in it. It's possible. And since we haven't been in a war for a long time, then it was really like, okay, this is serious. And so then you guys are our neighbors. Then it's a totally different thing. And regular people got a chance to help. Like you said, with the fundraising, companies said, oh, we're going to give. Oh, because everybody gives what they can, and then it's a big, huge pile. And you know where it's going to. Like we have organizations that delivers money all over the world, but then you see, oh, it's often the people in the high end who keeps the money, and you know, it's like it's only cheating and corruption. And now we can see where it goes, and now with social media and everything, you have contacts directly, not through the government or any other Swedish or Ukrainian state organization, but by people to people. And it's so fast. It goes so fast. You can just, like Pär said, oh, you got this doctor and he knows this guy, and boom, you're there. And I think that empowers people to be able to help.
Люди бачать країну в розрізі спілкування з людьми. Той же Пär чи Микки, так? Він бачить телевізор, і він спілкується з кимось простим. І отут є саме більша енергія, синергія, коли люди починають на різних мовах говорячи, маючи інші генетичні культури, так? Інші мови, не завжди розуміючи один одного, але відчувають ту силу енергії духу. Оце просте спілкування дає такий результат. Ну, є такі великі фонди, там, Притули, ще щось, вони молодці, вони структурно правильно роблять. Запускаючи великі ініціативи, круті, класні, які дадуть результат, і дійсно мусять бути, вони не забезпечують швидкий результат. Типа, ти подзвонив Петрові, Петро подзвонив тобі, ти перезвонив Пärу, і Pär на другий тиждень вже наприклад, швидка чи там пожежна машина стоїть вже в Харкові і готова працювати. Ну, держави не можуть піти на структурний підхід, бо в неї це машина. А от люди можуть між собою.
Because I don't think they do enough. And everyone can give some. So that's why.
You want to do...
Yeah, more. And it is all still going on. Okay, it's been a little bit slower now because of people come in a normal state of living and accepting the war, but we're not giving up. The last time we went, it was meaning we would go to Lviv. It was just during the last bombings when they started. So the
What was your feeling?
Yeah, but they said no, don't go because the electricity was down, the water was down. So we just crossed the border and we was met by Roman. Roman took care of the 2 vehicles we had with the equipment.
But it doesn't stop you.
No.
I speak different languages besides my native Polish, also Ukrainian, Lithuanian, Slovene, and others. But I think there are no words to express the crimes arranged by the Russian regime in Ukraine on the one side, but also the solidarity shown by the Polish people, by Lithuanian people, by Czech people, by Swedish people, and other people of the goodwill all across Europe to support Ukrainians on the fight. And this is exactly what Per and his team are doing. And I'm really thankful to them, and I'm really proud being a part of the team and support them locally here in Poland. We all believe that peace will come back to Europe and the Russian regime will finally fall down, and all the crimes they have done will finally get the proper punish. Glory to Ukraine.
I think that this is the best way, because what you read in media or what the media says that you're going to read, that's not the truth always. So that's one of the good things about social media and stuff. You ordinary people can talk to us ordinary people to be extraordinary people. And so I think that's the shift, because then you can tell people exactly what happens, not what says in the paper or in the news broadcast, but what happened. How you can't not understand, like you told me in the elevator that you came here with 3 bags and diapers and the video equipment. People can, okay, if that happened to me, that's a very easy way to understand. How are we helping? We're helping in this way. So I think this is one of the best ways, just to sit and talk, and we tell, okay, how can we help? Because otherwise, like you said, we get used to it. One of our best and worst things with being human, we get used to everything. Good things and bad things. It gets like after a while. But this, it's so close, so I think it's in this, you only hear the politicians and the news thing. You need to hear the people, because you have lived there. You know the vibe, you know what happened, you know why. We know what we read, and that is not always the truth.
Я думаю, що це ще один момент прийняття українців в сім'ю європейську. Я думаю, до 24 лютого знали багато про Україну, знали, що є така держава, але що та держава робить, де вона знаходиться, куди вона хоче, куди вона рухається, що там робить, ну, не знали. Тепер розуміють, що трошки, виявляється, то є така держава, знак оклику, та? Виявляється, вони достатньо класні і ще й вміють пробувати давати здачу.
Same colors on the flags, almost. You're a little bit more bright blue. And Shevchenko. Now I know more. But just for meeting people like me and you guys, I think that's the best way to know more. Just talk.
Do you know somebody from Ukraine, like in music?
No, I've only seen the crazy performances in the Melody Grand Prix. Melody Festivalen, where you won. I think music is a really, really powerful tool to make people listen and get educated. And what the videos you sent me, there's a lot of really famous Western artists that collaborate. That's a hard word. Collaborated with Ukrainian artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think maybe you want to do the same.
We'll see.
Oh,
We'll
that'll
see.
be great.
We'll see. Pär have been in Ukraine several times. Maybe I go down again. But I think doing this thing together with a purpose, we know why we're doing it, and we don't know what happens with it, but we want to do it. And then have this talk with you and understand that we made a difference. A small one, but since a lot of people make small differences, it's a huge difference. So I think the feeling of, I did the right thing.
I made a lot of friends, a lot of fantastic human beings during this time, and have those contacts not only in Ukraine, also in Europe, because we have been working through Poland, Lithuania, and also Ukraine. And Sweden, of course, because people are fantastic.